Some wonderful things that you do not want to miss as we discover all the wonderful things Iowa has to offer, and the Science Center of Iowa stepping up once again with a brand new exhibit that was released to the media. Some very special guests last night, including our Governor Kim Reynolds, but now officially open to the public. So we're very excited to have the president and CEO of Science Center of Iowa, Kurt Simmons, joining us this morning. Thank you so much for joining us in our living room. Great to see you, sir.
Thank you for having us.
And then, of course, one of our favorites, director and marketing PR guru, Emily Richardson, joining us as well from the Science Center of Iowa. So something pretty special happened last night with a brand new traveling exhibit. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, we had a reception opening last night with legislators and many interested parties. Caregivers from around the state joined us to kick off the opening of Mind Matters mental health exhibit. It's a really compelling exhibit about mental wellness and how we can take care of that part of our health.
And that's really important, especially nowadays with the attention it is getting right now. And how was it received last night?
Incredible, incredible. It's an amazing exhibit. Our goals are to raise awareness about mental health issues, to reduce the stigma around mental illness and mental wellness. And for us to create at the Science Center a safe space to have these important conversations. Mental wellness and mental illness are not always talked about openly. So we're trying to create this community conversation about this very important topic.
And why was it important for the Science Center to take on what I consider a huge undertaking in an incredible way?
We think we are the perfect convener of these kind of topics. This is a science-based, a medical science-based topic. The Science Center likes to bring very important topics to the forefront for our public. We are a strong, objective organization, so it's a safe place for folks with different views to come, have good conversations, and learn about what's going on with these issues.
And mental health is part of overall health at the same time.
Exactly right, and it's something that should be talked about more and cared for more.
Absolutely. And we were blessed enough to be there last night to kind of get a sneak peek. And I know we've been showing a little bit of the various exhibits that you will be able to truly interact with. Like every little section of this exhibit, they want you interacting with what's happening, and it kind of teaches you something along the way.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I think when you first hear about a mental health exhibit, you wonder how that's going to work and how that might be interactive.
Right.
But there are a lot of experiences throughout the exhibit that are trying to build empathy about what people with mental illness are experiencing. So whether it's being in a conversation and having voices coming at you, or wearing these earphone cones that make you not be able to block out all of the stimuli that your brain normally blocks out and helps you focus on a conversation. It helps you really experience what it might be like to have mental illness, and that way you can understand and be empathetic to the people around you and then help them get the support that they need.
What were some of the comments that were coming out last night when people were experiencing this for the first time?
I mean, it was, people were just wowed by it.
I think powerful was one of the words that I heard a lot. There were folks, many folks who said, I need to come back when I have some more time to myself and my family to share this with. I have a friend who's struggling with their child with mental illness. I need to host them and bring them to the exhibit and take some time to walk through.
So this is an exhibit that people are going to see once and then plan on coming back for.
You know, it's very interesting to say that, because as I've now spent a number of visits and tours through the exhibit, I find myself wanting to go back. And it's truly one of those exhibits that each time you go and see, you learn a little bit more about yourself. This isn't about a subject that we're knowledge transferring information to you. This is about a reflective experience, and every time you go, you learn a little something more about other folks and about yourself.
Kurt, what's the one thing that really grabbed your attention, because it said you want to keep going back and learning more about it? What's the one that really jumped out to you the most?
I've been really intrigued by watching other people's responses in the exhibit. And one of the most powerful experiences is it's a diorama of a living room. And it's a story of a father who struggles with depression and his family's interaction and the difficulties that they have around his depression. Every time I've been in there to see that, I've seen folks in tears. It strikes a chord with folks.
Let's talk about, are you trying to provide solutions, answers, or just an open space for people to have conversations when it comes to the future of what this exhibit holds for the next few months?
We're really trying to just make it okay to talk about mental health and recognize that 1 in 5 Americans have mental illness. It's something that's common, it's something that can happen to anybody, and it's something that is treatable. It's just like physical illness, it's part of our overall health. So we want people to open up that conversation. We want people to learn more about themselves and about how they can support others. And we want people to be able to find the resources that they need to be able to get the help that they
This
need.
is getting the conversation started.
Yeah.
And you're help providing some of those resources, not only with the exhibit, but you're bringing in experts over the course of the next couple of months as well, correct?
Yeah, that's really important because we're not mental health experts, but we want to give people the resources they need. So we will have the community support that we have on this is just incredible. Where so many organizations who've reached out and offered and said, "How can we help?" We'll have mental health professionals who are volunteering in the exhibit, and then we have a variety of events over the next couple of months to talk about whether it's youth talking to youth about mental health. We have mental health in the workplace, early childhood brain development, and working with aging populations and how we can prevent social isolation.
I was just going to ask, who is this perfect for? And it kind of sounds like everybody.
Everybody. We have some parent guide, family guide information so that if you have really young children, it'll guide you through the exhibit a little bit and help you find the most appropriate interactions. But this is really about everyone's lives. Everyone is impacted by this. You may not know that you're in a circle of friends or family that of someone who struggles with mental wellness. But you're part of their recovery. You're part of their solution. So we want to be the catalyst to really solidify this conversation across Iowa and have a good, safe place for folks to come and learn more about mental wellness.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what an amazing display that you have there. Did you ever think that you would have an exhibit dealing with mental health that would be a draw?
No. My background is exhibit design. So I've designed, dinosaur exhibits and all kinds of things. And if someone would have come to me and said, "We're going to do an exhibit about mental illness," I would have really pondered that and thought, that is a really difficult subject to cover. This is done so well. It is really engaging. And as you toured the exhibit, you can see every component is very engaging and instructive.
As I say, when I left yesterday, all I wanted to do was go back so I could spend some time and really engulf myself in everything that was going on. So let's talk about how much time we have to do that, because it is a traveling exhibit, so unfortunately we can't have it forever. It's open to the public today, correct?
Open today. It'll be open through April 28th, so for the next couple of months. We also have those events that are sprinkled in, and on March 10th, Sunday, March 10th, we're doing a mental health fair. Then it'll be free admission to the public because we want just everyone to come in and have this experience.
Oh, I love that. And there's so many wonderful things to experience and really hands-on and videos to watch, things to touch. I have to say one of my favorites that I know is one of yours as well, Kurt, the Worry Shredder was one of my favorite things that we went Facebook Live with yesterday. You have to check that out, but a lot of fun things to see and do. If people want more details, because we know you're going to be very involved with the community with this particular exhibit, where can they go to learn what's happening next?
Our website is where we're housing all of the information. It's sciowa.org/Mind Matters.
Okay.
We also have tons of information on our social media, and then Capital Crossroads is a fantastic partner for us, so a lot of the event information is on that website as well.
Absolutely.
All right, well, we wish you continued success and look forward to checking out the exhibit ourselves.
Love to have you down.
Thank you so much for being here today.